Greetings, YouTube. Of course, I just got home from good old Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was out of town, missed the opportunity for my normal live stream. Was thinking maybe I'll do a live stream still. I don't know. And then I turned on the old game and thought I would talk about Alliance Quest. And why not do that? Since, as you can see at the top of the screen, there is a game outage and the contest is currently down for emergency maintenance. What a shocker that is! It's like. Just when you start to get excited about the game again, something happens. But, you know, Gwenpool at the Movies was still an incredible event, and I am still riding that high of that 5-star Killmonger and excited to break down my thoughts on Alliance Quest Season 5. Because as much as I hate Alliance War, I really like Alliance Quest. Yes, it's kind of like a necessary evil, but it's relaxing. I usually use no items whatsoever because I'm good enough and confident enough on my pass to clear them with no trouble whatsoever, and I enjoy wrecking content and not having to spend units on boosts and potions and revives. I'd rather spend units on things I actually care about, like 5-star shards and Tier 2 alphas, and maybe someday Tier 5 basics that don't involve me selling my house. So let's talk about this Alliance Quest Season 5 Kingpin's Conclave, and what Kabam Mike had to say about it today. The end of Dormammu's dominion is near, and the time has come to enter Kingpin's Conclave. Now I have to say, first off, I was terrified that they were going to choose somebody like a Domino as the new boss of Alliance Quest. So when I saw Kingpin, I did a literal fist pump. I was like, yes, Kingpin is so much easier to fight. Just bait that special one just like Dormammu and just build up a combo. I take down Dormammu every chance I get in my alliance with my rank 4 5-star Star-Lord, and I anticipate I will take down the new Kingpin with that same rank 4 5-star Awakened, of course, Star-Lord. We've all been facing off against Dormammu for over a year now, and though we have done some refreshes lately, it's been about that long since we really overhauled what Alliance Quests are. That's all about to change because we're introducing a whole slew of new features and exciting updates to Alliance Quests. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, exciting updates usually mean better rewards for about the same difficulty. Here's a quick look at all the changes that we've made with Season 5 with more details for each further below. Okay, so we now have different maps for different battle groups. That is incredible. I don't know about you, but I am typically in alliances, especially if you do 5 times map 5, which I think a lot of upper tier alliances do, where you've got like a certain amount of people that are just threatening to leave every week if they don't do map 6. I gotta have map 6, I gotta have map 6. It's like they're cocaine. They gotta have this drug known as map 6, but a lot of people don't want to do map 6 because, well, quite frankly, not only is it a lot harder than map 5, and it's a lot more stressful in terms of a time commitment, but it's also more donations. So usually the map 5s win out, and the map 6 people get ticked off, and they quit and leave for a different alliance. But maybe this will keep more people in the same alliances. If they'll say something like, hey, BG3, this time you're running map 6, there are people who will run map 5. That way you can run map 6 if you want, but you're not forced to have everybody do it or no one do it. Alright, Alliance leadership can now select the number of battle groups they wish to play at the start of each Alliance Quest day. I'm sure that's important for officers. Each map now has a cost per battle group instead of a total cost for 3 battle groups to incentivize different map choices for different battle groups. Makes sense. Totally common sense, and normally Kabam is not known for their common sense, so congrats on that. Randomized enemies in certain sections keep things fresh from week to week. I would imagine this is kind of like the randomized mini-bosses that we see from week to week, and as long as they're visible and somebody can log in for the squad or for the alliance, and they'll say in the line app or clan HQ or whatever you use, hey everybody, I just want you to know that you can expect such and such. That's great. Just keep the communication consistent with your alliance, and you should be good on that. Alright, new boss, Kingpin. Again, very happy. Kingpin, just spam that special one and watch him die. Watch that fatty go down. A new difficulty scaling system raises the ceiling on difficulty for the most powerful alliances in the contest, but will also yield more points to coincide with the addition of new peak milestones. Huge fan of peak milestones, especially for the new 3-day quests, like even like item use, where you're getting energy refills and tier 1 alphas, whereas before you get absolutely nothing, maybe even little 5-star shards. I will say this though, this is further going to do what Alliance War is already done, and that's give the 1% of those top alliances even more of a separation from the rest of the alliances in the game, even those top 20%. So what I really am curious about is if these rewards are good enough to where maybe you'll have some alliances that just want to run map 6 5 days a week and not really care about alliance war because those rewards are worth it, especially if with the increase in maybe tier 2 alpha chance, you want more map 6 crystals to have a better chance of pulling those fully formed tier 2 alphas. Or if you're just going to have the whales whale out even more and suddenly try to be top 1% of Alliance Quest and Alliance War and get, I don't know, 10 rank 5 65 champs, or I guess by then you'll be rank 2 and Lord knows what it's going to take for rank 3 at a 6-star. But yeah, the rich get richer, but I think for the majority of players that aren't close to that, those people are going to do what they want anyways. We'll just enjoy our game and hopefully not face off against them in Alliance War. Okay, new Season 5 map crystals offer increased rewards for summoner efforts. I love new and improved map crystals. I'm not sure exactly what prizes that means yet, but I'm also excited. And then more tier 2 alpha availability. Yes, we need that so much, so badly. And ranked rewards will help summoners to rank up their top champions more quickly. Okay, goals of Season 5. Before we get into specifics of what has changed, I'd like to give you some insight. Now, when they give us the goals, that's fantastic because that means transparency, and that is what they promised us. And I always promise you that when Kabam fulfills that promise, I will give them credit. And when they don't, I'll call them out on their shadiness. And in this case, for fulfilling that promise, no shadiness in this post. All right, I want to make your Alliance Quest a more engaging experience. I was engaged once, and it wasn't that great, so hopefully this doesn't involve a ring. We want to add some more variety to weekly Alliance Quest to help prevent that feeling of monotony and boredom. Well, we know that very well, right? Want to refresh the challenges across most quest maps. Want to increase Tier 2 alpha availability. Again, that's the best part of this so far to me. And have Alliance War Seasons as the go-to place for Tier 5 basics. Boy, Tier 5 basics. That $100 for 4,500, 10%. What up? All right, we made a lot of improvements to Alliance Quest with these goals in mind. Map choice per battle group. We know what that is. Let's skip that. And, Kingpin's Conclave. Look at that fat head. And that finger. That's a gigantic finger just pointing through the screen at you. What up, boss? Okay, Hell's Kitchen. Man, who needs to fight an Alliance Quest when you can apparently have the same name of an Alliance Quest as you would a lower-rated Fox TV series? Interesting. Okay, so you can see we got some map rewards, got some map 6 crystals going on. We've also put in a safeguard to warn Alliance leaders or officers if they won't be able to fully explore their section of maps. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I don't know exactly how this is going to affect that many alliances, but I guess this really is going to be for those poor alliances that maybe have 30 members and then a bunch of people leave them all of a sudden and they have to start Alliance Quest with like 24 or 26 members. This is what this appears to be. Yeah, total Alliance members 4, recommended. Oh, yeah, I'm an alliance of 4 people. Let's just say your worst problems are not just Alliance Quest. Just like now, if you participate in Alliance Quest, you will still get rewards from all the battle groups that complete and explore the map. For example, if you are in a battle group running map 3, and your alliance has another battle group running map 6, you will receive completion, exploration, and conquer rewards generated from both map 3 and map 6. Wow. So the really skilled, hardcore players in your alliance could, in theory, be doing everyone a huge favor by grinding map 6 while you're, sipping a cocktail and eating a steak and taking a nap. That's impressive. Wow. So in short, now you can run up to 3 different maps and 3 different battle groups. And like I said, more skilled, experienced players, harder maps, also the people who just have more time to develop the game. Battle group choice. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Blah, blah, blah. Map costs. Okay, so map 6 is going to really, really cost a lot when you add that up. And that's certainly why a lot of people don't run it. I mean, you're going to have to be doing hundreds of thousands of battle chips and almost, 2 million gold, and then loyalty as well. So maybe this is going to be worth it for a lot of people, but I also think there's so much to do in the game. You don't want everybody to have to grind every day in the arena just to make the donation requirement. So I don't anticipate that too many people are going to just suddenly switch from map 5 to map 6, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's what's really nice about having one BG do it. You don't have to have the full donation switch, and yet you still give those people who want to try it the freedom and flexibility to do so. All right, map 5 and map 6 battle group costs are distributed 25 to 50% and 25% because we want to encourage alliances who are interested in dabbling in higher level maps. I will say this, and I realize this is not something that anyone expected to happen, but But really my dream for this announcement also involved, and I get why they probably won't ever do it, the 1 hour timers to 30-minute timers. That makes Alliance Quest so much fun, so engaging, and most importantly, you can take a few hours off, shut off your phone, be with your significant other, your family, your dog, hell, oxygen outside, and not feel this sense of guilt because you're not holding anybody up, because you can make up those 5 different hours in 2.5 hours. And I wish, even though I get why people are going to comment and say it is not to Kabam's financial benefit to do that, it is to the player's emotional benefit to not be burnt out so much. And so I'm still going to be pushing for half-an-hour timers, even if there's no chance for it anytime soon. Okay, we already talked about the cost, more variety. We've heard your concerns of Alliance Quest quickly become routine and repetitive, of course. We want to combat the feeling of monotony and keep Alliance Quest moving. Randomized enemies, locally buffed nodes, no link nodes, and that's fantastic. I hate linked nodes because that's where you have to wait for people to move in order to move yourself. Keep an eye on these encounters, reviewing data, a few examples. Hey, what's up, Howard the Duck? We got Magic, Unawakened, that's nice. And everyone's favorite, Spidey Gwen. Just wait for her to spam her special one and watch her die. Gwenpool, okay, that's common. And then there's Cable, okay. I'm digging the Batman. I know that's a DC and not Marvel reference, but like the Batman sketchy dark lighting on this map looks very sketch. And there's another glow-in-the-dark Howard and Sentry and Hood. And okay, so, you know, those enemies aren't too bad. And then almost every other non-buffed encounter across maps 1 through 5 has also seen an updated change. Looks like we're now playing in the desert foothills of Scottsdale, Arizona with this desert layout. Fascinating. Oh, you got Gambit, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Hawkeye, Luke Cage, Voodoo, Deadpool, X-Force, Yellow Jacket, Black Panther. Oh, so we're not seeing Killmonger. We're not seeing Wasp. We're not seeing Domino. We're not seeing the major pain champs in the newer champions in the game, and I applaud Kabam for that because I was so scared. Hey, look, more desert photos. I feel like we're about to book a trip to the great deserts of the world. All right, let's see here. We got Spider-Man. We got Cyclops, Angela, everyone's favorite godforsaken Iron Patriot. We do have a Blade down there, so that is a little bit of a challenge. OG Vision, hopefully he does not get buffed and he'll stay trash. Green Goblin. Man, this map looks huge. Oh, look, there's a Sabretooth and a Bishop down there. Kind of fascinating. Thor Ragnarok could be kind of tough if you don't watch that. Power Gain. Juggernaut. Archangel is coming back. Thor Jane Foster, no big deal. Wolverine. Okay, so there'll be some challenges, but also, some champions that shouldn't be too bad. Node refresh. We've also got new buff nodes coming your way. Yay, but not really. The immunity path has been changed to a masochism path. Huh. I hate masochism, but at least there are champs like Archangel and Guillotine and Void that can help with that. Okay, so we've got some more buffs. I'm not going to read on that and kind of just skip ahead. We'll see if there's any more about rewards that I'm forgetting before I end this video. Prestige scaling is important to keep in mind. Prestige is certainly one of the reasons why you want to rank up champs and keep jumping improvements on alliances. I will say this. Very impressed how long this post is. There must have been some poor Canadian interns that had to spend thousands of hours on this because Lord knows Kabam Mike wasn't typing this stuff up. Okay, so more glory, right? More chances for map 6 crystals. That all looks fantastic. And then the new map crystals. Approximate values, random crystal drops mean actual yields will vary between individuals. We know that's true. A 200% increase in Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst yield. That is fantastic. As well as an increase in Tier 4 Basic. That's map 6. Map 5, a 60% increase in Tier 4 Basic Catalyst yield. And a 40% increase in Tier 4 Class Catalyst yield. And everybody else, you've got an increase in Tier 1 Catalyst. Map 3 is still probably going to be your go-to for Tier 1 Alphas. But map 4 will have more than that. Map 1, no changes. You guys need to jump away from that as fast as possible. Okay, we're taking the opportunity to adjust the cost for 3 primary resources. Tier 2 Alphas. So we look at the old in Tier 2 Alphas, and you're saving 50 on the first, 90 on the second, and then just, you can go up there. The fourth is pretty interesting. That's almost a 200 glory savings. So I'm a big fan of that. Once you get those 5 stars, to rank 3, you're going to need just a boatload of Tier 2 alphas to get through to rank 4 and rank 5. And so that's been just one of the huge issues in progressing in the game. Even if you're a top-tier player, once you've beaten Labyrinth of Legends and Act 5, you're basically screwed with only Alliance War and then any of the offers that come in the game to really advance your progression in the game. Okay, so distribute Tier 2 alphas evenly. This is a pretty cool Excel spreadsheet. A lot of blanks, though. And okay, so we're ready. So I could keep going, but this is already 15 minutes. So just my quick thoughts after going through all this. If you don't like to read, hopefully you enjoyed the fact that I'm reading for you. Tier 2 alphas, more availability. That is embraced. It looks like they're going to hold off on Tier 5 basic fragments in Alliance Quest because they don't want to give people the incentive to stop doing Alliance War seasons. I still think Alliance War is a guaranteed burnout, especially at the top, and people are going to have to take a break from it anyways because it's just too stressful and too crazy. And the more that the game progresses and the more we get auto-block champs and harder defenders, just the more people will have to quit because it's not worth the amount of units spent, even if you are the best players in the world, to justify that level of cost. So that's going to be where Alliance Quest kicks in. I still think there are going to be plenty of top-tier alliances that don't really care that much about Alliance War, but go all out in Alliance Quest, and this new amount of glory and amount of peak rewards and peak milestones and rank rewards are only incentivizing those alliances further from doing semi-retirement from Alliance War, but still wanting to be involved in Alliance Quest, even if it's just mostly Map 5. So I think all these changes are fantastic. I'm doing another fist pump, even though you can't see me on screen, for the excitement about not having to deal with a Domino boss, or a Medusa boss, or a MODOK boss, or even a Killmonger boss. We get to fight Kingpin, somebody that has been in the contest for a while, and most advanced players have fought him and know. Again, just spam that special one. Watch him whiff on a bat flip like Barry Bonds in the last year he was doing steroids, and then just enjoy life from there and wreck with the high combo, especially if you use my boy Star-Lord. So I'm pumped about this, but tell me what you think. Are you excited? Are you skeptical? Are you burnt out? All I know is it's an improvement for a lot of areas, and thank you again to Kabam for being transparent. I try to applaud you whenever you fulfill your promise, and in this post, this very impressive in-depth post, you absolutely kept your promise and did just that. Thanks for watching, YouTube.